Hello and welcome. How are you doing, my friend, today? I am doing in here very well. And today I am planning to show you that how I continue to assemble this Toyota VVTi engine. And the next step what I am planning to do is to set up this crankshaft in here. And this crankshaft is very sensitive part, and when we handle this crankshaft we have to be all time very carefully. And I take that crankshaft now in my hand, and it's in here. And when you install that crankshaft, be carefully that you always set up this crankshaft so that this force and those contact points hits in these areas, that metallic part, not in these polish areas, because these are really sensitive. And don't ever insert that crankshaft so that you take in this position and then you like insert there is sharp position in here, and then you rotate this polish area like in here, that one directly in this position, because this crankshaft, these measurements, they are really thick tolerances, especially in that kind of high-tech motors as this Toyota's engine is. There is tolerance, I think that it is so small that it's only 0.01 millimeter. And it means like that it is really, it is like, I think that 1 or 5% our hair, one hair part. It is so small that this crankshaft, these areas are so sensitive that be carefully. And for that, when we are planning to insert this crankshaft in those bearing plates, we need to do final clean out. And for that we need cotton cloth, clean white is the best one. And the best cotton quality what I have found is Egyptian cotton. It is the brand name Egyptian, and it's very soft and very solid and really excellent to use in motor repairs. And next part is that I need to clean out all of these crankshaft necks, these polish bearing plates in all areas. And what is this two purpose? First is that I must to take all oil and dusty things away. And now I mean that now we are taking all oils what is oily in here, because when we are planning to start to thicken these bearing plates in here, these areas must be totally thick, no any particles like oil or any liquid in here, only metallic against metallic. And this is very hard. And then this bearing plate is not so hard, and I show that what I mean. I take here is this bearing plate, and I take one of these out, and this is bearing plate, and this is not so hard material than that one, and this burn out little bit when we drive like 100,000 or 200,000 miles. And we need to now also clean these plates, even that I install it in there a little bit oily. But now we take all of these extra oils away using this cotton cloth, because because we are setting those bolts and we use very high torque and this force when we tighten those bolts. Okay, but first I do so that I clean all of these crankshaft neck areas and this polish plates in here, that side and that side, all of these carefully, and also in here, and take all extra particles away also in that areas. Cleanness is must. And then I rotate that little bit and carefully I insert in here. Better place is some other table because we can hurt those plates if we are too hurry. And then I clean these. And my purpose is now to take all oily things out in these metallic things. Okay, now I think that this is good, and then in same way I insert this crankshaft, this oil carefully in here, and here is this flywheel area, and in that area I need to insert that sealant and gasket, and now I am talking in that kind of gasket, what is in that side in this location, and in opposite side in that location. And now when we are installing this sealant, insert in here a little bit oily, and we need to install a new gasket in here if we take that old away, because this new gasket, because there is so big possibility to oil leak in that area where this area that this gasket comes in here in this way, and then this gasket must be installed so that this solid plate is out. And now I insert that in here. It is in that way. I only insert that in here, and now it's ready, because quite soon I lift this crankshaft in that hole and that area. And now I take this crankshaft away, little bit time, and please insert this crankshaft and all particles in clean areas where is some like cotton material in this between this crankshaft and ground. And then next step is that when we are planning to insert this crankshaft in these plates, that we need to clean again these plates in here all, and now I am taking all oily away, that there is only left little bit oil in this surface. And then also I will take oily away in this connection rods bearing plates. And I start my job in here, and I little bit move my thumb in this way, and then when I move, this bearing plate goes nicely out. And there is in Toyota way this connector, this small hint in here, and it fits in here. This is this Toyota's technology, that we have to insert this in same way back, and it's good. It's good. And then I do so that I have this cotton cloth, and I only take this all oily things away, and then I also polish that area, and then I clean that, and then I insert that that plate back in carefully. And I check that there is no any dusty things, and then I clean this one also. There is not much oil, but and why I am taking this oily away? There is one reason that quite soon I will tighten those big bolts in here, and that's because there is we use moment tool, and I saw what is moment tool. Moment tool is that kind of tool where is really specific those forces, that how much this bolts, how much we use force, and there is nice idea that when this force has been okay, then this automatically this tool says this small click, and then when I rotate this moment tool in that way, I adjust this force, and there is this scale. Then I need to more force that this say that now this tool don't say any click, because I need and more force, and now it says, and then when this click is heard, then we know that this bolt is in right force and this tohu. Okay, but this is like small hint. And then I continue my cleaning. I was in here, and then I go in here, and there was a little bit oily, and when I clean that way, small amount of oil is still left in this plate. And okay, next one, and other side also, and then I install these places so that they are in same plate as that part, and that means that I don't install these plates in this way. Not in this way. The right way is that up same level as this plate, and if you like to be really professional Toyota technician, then we can use some this planer, and we can check like in this way that are these bearings in right position. Okay, good. Okay, and then I continue. I was in here, and then is that one, and oil away. No, this is in wrong position. Okay, and these Toyota parts, they fit in so excellent in these places. And then I clean that final one. And then a good hint that when you look this bearing plate, and if you note, this looks very solid, like in aluminium color. But if you look that kind of things very much, then we have problems in this our plates, especially in that area. If you look like browny or blue things in that surface, then we need to change these bearing plates. But now I think that in that engine there is no those bad colors, and this looks nice. Okay, and this is good. Okay, and then I need to clean out also those connection rods, these bearing plates, and same idea, thump and move. And there's idea that I take that oil away, and in here when I check this amount, this looks okay, but in here is little bit color change, and this is not single. And if there is more of these kind of color changes, I need to change these plates. And there is also this hint, what name is, like maybe in Pokajoke, in Toyota's terminology. And there is always same idea that in same place between this connection rod plates. And next one, I clean that also. And this connection rod area also, that now I am taking oil away. And also in here, not installing in that position. This is wrong. We need to install in same plate and surface carefully. I use my thumbs when I insert this in here. In that way, I press both sides and it's easy. And next that one, and cleaning. And there is a little bit oily, and I take oil. Because even that this oil is so flexible material, it can't be in here when we do this final bearing thickening. Because this is like ball bearing. This is bearing, and then this final one. And oily away, and I am carefully, and be also carefully when you clean this, because every step what you do carefully, then your engine lasts longer. And now all of these parts are clean, and then we need to install second two important bearing plates, and these are that kind of plates. And in here, these plates becomes in that side and that side. And these bearing plates' purpose is to thicken this crankshaft movement in that position. When these plates becomes in here, then this crankshaft don't clonk or move in this direction. Because there is this pistons are moving in that direction, and then this crankshaft is moving in that way. There is always forces that this crankshaft can move in like this, that right in this way. Okay, and there is same idea that I need to clean these plates, and there is idea that now when we look these plates, they are different shape in this side, and there are small holes in here. And it means that these holes comes in this out area. In that these holes must be in that position, in here, in this way, and then that other side is also in that way, not in this way. No this shape area in this outside. And what is this reason? I think that there is this oily goes more smoothly in this outside area. And then there was thing that when we this is a little bit complex to install these bearing plates and then this crankshaft, because normally these plates drops in these cylinder tube holes, and it's difficult to take out, and for that we need again little bit clean cotton cloth, and we insert that cotton cloth in these cylinder tubes in here and also in here, and in that way we can take those out when we have installed this crankshaft in here. Then I install here a little bit more. Okay. Now I think that this is fine. I install in there a little bit more this cotton cloth. Okay. And then it's good to also press these connection rods a little bit down, because soon we are not too much. They are in not too much, because it is not good that those pistons rings pop out. Because next I am planning to lift and install this crankshaft, and then we had this, or actually I had this job with these plates, and this is a little bit tricky job, because when I install this in here, they normally drops out in here. Okay, in that way, and they do that they drops in here. And this is tricky part, because I have to keep my hand in here and press these, and then install this crankshaft, and it's quite heavy. But let's do what happened. Okay, and then be carefully that this cotton cloth don't goes in this bearing plate areas. Okay. Okay, now they are in there. Okay. Now they are in there, and then I check that our plates are in. Okay, and then I take crankshaft. This crankshaft is quite heavy. This weight something like 10 pounds or 20 pounds, something like 5 to 10 kilos. And then I insert that in here carefully. Okay, and now this one of these plates drops out, and I try again. And I think that I could maybe use some duct tape in here. It could maybe help me, but let's check. Now they are in there, and then I try to lift up, and now I have this sealant in there also, and then I move that in here, and carefully I go down, and I all time check this plates. Okay. Now there is situation that one plate drops, and it's in there, this plate. And I need to take that carefully. And this is the, I think that, and then this installation, I could maybe to install this plate in that way, but this is so. Okay, and then I little bit rotate that, and yes, this moves very nicely in that way, and I can rotate this. Another is in there, and then I can rotate that carefully. Now it's in there. Yeah, very good. Both of those plates are in there. Okay, great. Great, and then this also this sealant. The sealant, it is in there. Check that carefully, and be carefully with this sealant that it don't destroy. That there is no, because it is important. And now it's in there. Excellent. I rotate that a little bit, and it's there in that way. And then I do so that I must to start to connect these connection rods to these bearing areas in here, and for that I need to take those cotton clothes away, and then it's important all time that this parts smoothly moves. And next I take these carefully away, and if also here away, and that one away, and there is that one. Okay, and now these all connection rods are ready to installation, and there is very important that this crankshaft moves smoothly in that way. And in next video I will show that how to install these connection rods in these areas in here, this neck area, this crankshaft neck. Okay, and this looks very good, and there is that side in here where is this spike. This was this timing chain area, and there is also water pump in here, and there is this flywheel area, and there is the sealant. Okay, and now next step is to install these connection rods in these. Okay, and all time when I have to move that part, that these move smoothly. Okay, and this was this information how to set up this crankshaft, and thank you for watching, and we continue. And if you have any questions, please let me know, and I will answer all of your questions. Okay, and you can send those using this YouTube connection area and send message to me, or then leave your comment in this YouTube video area. Okay, thank you, and we continue.